One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. Let's see what he can do with the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Kentucky's offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. He's loose. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Auburn Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Knight. Grabbed in the middle, it's Watson.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught behind the line, it's Simmons. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Watson. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 50-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball. Close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. quarterback keeper. He's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to try to return it. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll move the wide receiver. Using his legs, it's Wilcox. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Makes the catch at the 35. So here comes the Auburn offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Working that left side now.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Caught near the sticks. It's Thompson. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Handoff from the shotgun. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Auburn. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass. It's Ward. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it down the left side. Touchdown, Wildcats! Once he got some room, it was over.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
What?
Running free. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Got his man. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Quick strike complete. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. It'll be a draw. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the 2nd. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Just going to keep it after the snap. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. From the gun. In for the score. Touchdown, Auburn! What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When your defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air. It's Knight. Throws to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Auburn trying to convert on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. A designed run for the quarterback. And he gets nothing. And this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Tigers moving quickly to... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point extends the lead to 16. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
All wideouts, no backs. Wants to throw. It's Ward. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to fire. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads it left. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. This one will be stopped for no gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Auburn lines up quickly. Gets it out quickly. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Auburn with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Here comes the hurry up. Looking for a man. It's Ward. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable.
Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So here comes the Auburn offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Watson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking downfield on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Knight. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it. It'll bring up 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Back to pass. Unleashes it on the run. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Knight. Fires to the middle. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got the first down and still on his feet. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Kentucky will be forced to punt.
On to kick it away.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the sticks. It's Watson. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. Inside the 25. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
14.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Got a man. It's Gilmore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Under fire, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Auburn, and they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Stanford. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Looking downfield, it's Ward. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able... up the offense with good field position. So here comes the Auburn offense. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. He's going to run it. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hill. Touchdown, Auburn! A great catch and run for 6. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They go to the draw. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Walls. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you've seen one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll ride the hot hand. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't the big run with another. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. They've got enough for the first down. They're in the red zone at the 20. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense in press coverage. They'll run it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Barrett. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Dances away to buy time. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a...
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop it. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Tackled on the play.
The Tigers will hustle to the line.
And that's a first down for the offense.
I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Snagged in the middle, it's Thompson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Gain of 16.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.